SteampunkFerretPresents.
Why? It doesn't matter. I beg to differ. It totally matters. It matters to me anyway. So here I am again. And here you are again. So it matters to somebody. Here we go. I'm covering r/MurderedByWords because it was requested. I have actually covered it once before and I didn't realize it. So this is going to be Murdered by Words Part 2. And that's all I got to say about it. Let's jump in. Starting off strong with the Tinder conversation. What brings you to Tindertown then? What's your favorite sci-fi? Smiley face. Not just smiley face, it's smiley face and blushing. I guess that's what I don't know what you call that one. I support the National Socialist Party. Hitler did nothing wrong. I'm getting my name legally changed to Adolf. Women are holes for breeding. Whoa! Alright, I'm going to skip over that entire paragraph because that's full of all sorts of hate and crap. Hint for not getting harassed by your next match. Either unmatch if you have no intentions of messaging or don't like them. Ghosting bitches like you are the reason incels exist. Alright, the reply. I have a life and I don't check Tinder every 5 seconds, so you and other people might have to wait a day or two for a reply. Interestingly, you are the only person that spewed abuse at me, so I can only imagine that you are single due to your personality rather than your looks. Incels exist because they are either not intelligent enough or mature enough to realize that women do not exist solely to entertain them. And judging by your reaction, you're a card-carrying member. Where the hell did all the Hitler and Jew stuff come from? Why did he... Just trying to get a reaction, I'm assuming? Do people really do that? Because I have never actually used Tinder. Do people do that crap just to get a reaction? Because that's a little psychotic. I'm glad I've never used Tinder. It does not seem like a happy, friendly place. Pay no attention to the quick change or the new mess in the back. Moving on, just trying to get something filmed. Okay, so this person, let's see. The couple that murders together stays together. So it looks like this girl took a picture of this couple having dinner or whatever, and he's on his phone with headphones in. And she says, "Homegirl, leave him." Jumping all up in their business. He finds it and he says, "That's my girlfriend. I just preached my first sermon. She recorded it and wanted me to watch what she'd recorded. Thanks." And the girl, "Baby girl, we 3 years in. I'm good. But we'll pray for you, though. Hopefully you find your godly man soon, too." Smiley face. OMG, this is the holiest drag I have ever seen. Love it. Quick change number 3. This has become the video that I will eventually finish sometime this week, I hope. Fingers crossed. What is the best way to tell someone that their baby is ugly? Aw. They look just like you. Ouch. Hi, Ozzy, little heart. I've been a big fan since I was a kid, but it was always difficult to listen to your music growing up because my mom thought you were in league with Satan and banned it from the house. She's at my place right now visiting, and it would absolutely make my day if you would leave a few words that I could pass along to her. That's my impression of that little, sideways smiley face with the whatever the frickin' frack you want to call it. Anyway. Don't be stupid. It's only... Hold on, let me try to do this like Ozzy. Don't be stupid! That's terrible. Don't be stupid! It's only music. And Satan says hi. I didn't do that with British accent. Sharon! Don't be so stupid. It's only music. And Satan says hi. I don't know if that was any better. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got. Note to self. Ozzy impressions are not your thing. This is Charlotte and Ludwig. They've been married for 98 years. When asked by the newspaper what the best time in those 81 years were, Ludwig answered, "The 5 years I spent as a Russian prisoner of war." A pig's orgasm lasts for 30 minutes. Your wife is a lucky lady. Neil deGrasse Tyson tweeted out, was ready to watch the 1998 film Armageddon, in which the laws of physics are optional, but it's nowhere on Netflix or iTunes.
Physics. 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 Physics.
Netflix, of course, replied, well, it's on there now if you want to ruin it for everyone, Neil. Anyone who opposes interracial marriages is not racist. It is written in the Bible. Please do your research before calling a person a racist. Side note, no it doesn't. I almost didn't graduate high school because preacher principal in my old Christian school found out that I had dated a black guy because it was in the rule books. No interracial dating and no same-sex dating. You know what the Bible says about it? Nothing. Nothing. But the Bible says thou shalt not be unequally yoked. Problem is that he always left off the last word there. Because that verse says thou shalt not be unequally yoked to unbelievers. Which makes a huge difference. Don't put down half a sentence and then say this is what it says. Don't do that. Don't half preach because you're trying to justify your own racist, prejudiced assholishness. Okay? 2 Corinthians 6:14. Do not be unequally yoked to unbelievers. When you've got 15 different versions of the Bible right now, not to mention how many times it's been retranslated and wrongfully translated and had words mixed and confused for the last 2,000 freaking years, or however long it is. We've got to follow this word for word. But which words? Because we've already retranslated it at least 3 times with me just sitting here right now talking about it. I mean, geez. I mean, my goodness. Don't say Jesus. That's blasphemous. Point is, stop trying to use the Bible as your scapegoat for your bad behavior. The Bible says this. The Bible will say whatever the hell you wanted to say if you translate it and retranslate it enough. Next. Moving on. Why are the world wars called the world wars when it was only a bunch of white countries beefing over who gets to control and fuck up the world the most? Why does everything white suddenly become the world? Ah yes, the world wars were white. Remember the white countries: Japan, China, Egypt, Libya, Morocco, Iraq, Brazil, the Philippines, Thailand, Vietnam, Burma, and Ethiopia in the world wars. So white. How should I respond to my boss who fired me via email and let him know that I'm very disappointed that he did not have the courtesy to do this face-to-face? We work from different states but always communicate through video calls. It's a very good question. This semi-retired print journalist and law school refugee replied with a pretty good answer. Send him this email. Dear boss, thought you'd want to know someone has apparently hijacked your email account. The hacker just fired me. Obviously, it's a transparent attempt to make you look like a gutless, spineless, cowardly, sniveling weasel, a cretin lacking the nuts to man up and look his people in the eye while stabbing them in the back. But I'm certain we'll all have a good laugh over this in the morning. Talk to you then. Love me. I'm on board. Do that. And then, post the results, because that'll be awesome. How will I explain a gay president kissing his husband to my kids? I don't know, Karen. Probably the same way you did the pussy grabbing. This is probably the lady that didn't realize she just voted for a gay candidate when she voted for Buttigieg. God, that clip is just so infuriating, I swear. This clip.
So are you saying that he has a same-sex partner? He? Yes. Yes. Yeah. Are you kidding? Yeah, he's married to him, yeah. We need to find out if that's serious. Well, then I don't want anybody like that in the White House.
Like what? Like you were like the person that you just voted for that you thought was perfectly capable of, like being president, running the country? I mean, he's that exact same person, but mind you, I am not a fan of Pete Buttigieg, just FYI. This is the most annoying, ridiculous thing that I've ever seen. This woman changing her mind, perfectly happy voting for him, giving him her vote until, oh my God, you mean he's got a same-sex partner? I don't want that in the White House. What, a loving, committed husband? You don't want that in the White House? That's a shame. I just shook everything, so it moves. Anyway, got so upset about that. That's your line, huh? Anyway, okay. So I'm going to end it right there because this whole subreddit just kind of like irked me. I've gone on more than one tangent. Sorry about that. I got all preachy, and I am so anti-preachy, obviously. But I hope at some point some of that might have been a little entertaining. I hope it didn't get too, I don't know. There was a lot of politics in there, and I don't like to talk a whole lot about politics because all that does is like piss me off and piss you guys off, and everybody else gets pissed off. Ain't nobody happy talking about politics. So I'm done. If you like my stuff, go ahead and like it. The video, obviously, if you like it, click the like button. Subscribe, you know, the whole 9 yards. Click the little bell to get the notifications wherever the hell it is on the screen. I don't even know anymore. And bye.